What's good, guys? Prince Sports here, coming at you with another one. Bam, bam. Remember when I said if LeBron James don't make it to the postseason, his legacy is going to take a hit? Remember that was last season, and his legacy took a hit. If LeBron James don't make the postseason this year, his legacy would take another hit, and he would go down and down in rankings. While guys like Larry Bird, the Magic Johnsons, all right, they will have a more steady push because you can't keep collecting L's in your certain situation when you're a title contender and not get criticized or called out for it.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You see what happened to Chris Paul? His legacy damn near got tainted because he wins 60 plus games. He's a title contender every single year, and you fail to get the job done. And on the biggest stage there is, you lay the egg. All right? You got cooked by Giannis and the Bucks. Your legacy is tarnished. Now people will never say you the this and that when it comes to great point guards because you failed on the biggest stage there is. Same thing with LeBron James. You failed countless times, choked countless times. A lot of you know that LeBron James lost 6 times in the finals, but what you don't know is LeBron James has lost for an entire decade 10 times. LeBron James has lost not 1, not 2, not 3. I repeat again, 10 times in his prime while being on the title contender. That hurts your legacy. That's more losing than any player in modern NBA history. That's more losing than any player in modern NBA history. Jordan has never lost for a whole fucking decade while being in his prime, peak for peak, and being on a title contender. Because that's what it's all about. The minute you become king of the hill, the minute you hit your prime, the minute your team becomes a title contending team, you're winning 60 plus games. You have to win more times than not. I'm not saying you have to win all the time, but you have to get the job done. Look at Kevin Durant. Hold him to the same thing. If Kevin Durant can't make the postseason this year, his legacy is going to get tarnished. But from the looks of it, looks like the Brooklyn Nets are going to go to the playoffs. Right? Even though despite that he got hurt, but he's going to be back soon. Right? So, here's the thing. All right? Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, has only lost twice in his prime while being a title contender. 1990, 1995. That's it. That's it. All right? LeBron James has been having a losing record since 2009 while being a title contender. He won 60 plus games twice. You can't be presumed to go to the NBA Finals projected as the best player in the world and keep coming up short. Put it this way. When LeBron lost in the finals, my friend called me on the phone and said, hey, that LeBron guy you said that's supposed to be the best player in the world? I'm not impressed. He don't look that impressive. The guy choked. He lost. I don't see nothing special in him. That's what I'm talking about. And there's no amount of stats in the world that could cover that up. You cannot lose continuously and be called the best player in the world. LeBron James is about to get surpassed by Steph Curry. So that's Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, Kareem, Kobe, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and a player in your own generation, Steph Curry, that's going to bypass you. That's bad. Nobody has played with more talent, former All-Stars and current All-Stars and future Hall of Famers than LeBron James. Nobody. If you give Jordan that much talent and they're title contenders every single year, he'd probably pull off 8 championships. Kobe, if he played with Chris Paul, he'd mess around and probably would have had another championship. But LeBron James, the more you continue to stack the deck, put more pressure on yourself, be a title contender, play lights out basketball stat-wise, people project, people want to see winning. Because the bottom dollar, the end of the game is to win. Okay? Jerry West could never be the GOAT. Walt Chamberlain could never be the GOAT because these guys are losers in terms of being overachievers. They won, but they are overachievers. You got to win more times than you lose. That's the name of the game, man. Period. So, with that being said, man, when you're in a position of power comes great responsibility. You cannot, I repeat, not be called the best player for a whole decade. This man has been losing for a decade. While all you guys do is provide excuses, but you fail to realize that he's been able to stack the deck and pick his own teammates. He's been able to have a cheat code. The door is wide open for him. They gave you the keys to the city. Open door. All you had to do is walk, do it, and complete it. You form big threes, super teams, and underachieve with them. You let Kevin Garnett run you out of your own city. You let Delonte West violate your family, allegedly. You choked, disappeared when the moment was on you, the spotlight was on you. That's what people look at. Nobody gives a fuck what you did before you became who you became. Nobody gives a fuck if you working in McDonald's, but we care when you start getting that 6-figure job, when you become somebody worth of talking about. Now that may be big to you because that's part of your story and part of your come up. But the reality of the situation is people do not give a fuck what you did before you became the man. The minute the spotlight is on you, it's show and prove. Are you gonna pop a Doc choke? Or are you gonna do 8 Mile Eminem and seize the moment? You only get one chance to seize the moment. You only get one chance to make a first impression. Right? That's all you get. You don't get multiple chances. Not everything in life is giving you multiple chances. So when the lights is on you and they shining the brightest, that's when you got to come through. Not only did you get swept in the NBA Finals, but you choked and underperformed on the biggest stage there is countless times. That never supposed to happen. Period. When the minute you hit your peak, you're supposed to take the ground off running. The minute Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls peaked, they three-peated. Jordan never looked back. Because you win one championship, can you win another one? You win 2 championships, can you win 3? It's always, the stakes are always going to get higher and higher. And if you can't live up to them, then move aside and let somebody else take your place. And that's what Steph Curry's probably on the verge of doing. He wins another title this year. Despite LeBron James breaking Kareem's record, would mean jack shit if you can't win a championship. You just broke Kareem's record and you can't win a championship? You playing with another all-star and you can't make the postseason and compete for a championship? You know how stupid that sounds? You have to win. Stop underachieving. Step your game up. You always got something to prove, especially if you spend a whole decade losing. Prince Sports out. Peace.